Chromebooks. A name usually associated with laptops that students treat like this. Well, unlike those people, I try and treat my technology with the most respect I can give. When I'm not being a dumbass. I got this iPhone XR on iOS 16 in November of 2023, and it still works perfectly fine. Sort of. This Chromebook I have with me is a second generation Lenovo 100E. It has a dual-core Intel Celeron N4020 at 2.8 GHz. It has 32 GB of soldered eMMC storage, 4 GB of RAM, and a 1366 by 768 display. Now, I don't think you would want to run a heavy operating system such as Windows on a device like this. Windows has a lot of services and just bloat, taking up precious resources, so I've opted for a Linux distribution. My distribution of choice is Arch Linux, by the way. I've used other distributions, and I even used to swear by Ubuntu before I started using Arch, but now I only really use Arch. I know how to use Arch the best out of any distribution I've really ever used. Anyways, I've had this Chromebook in my possession for a few years now, and honestly, I rarely used it whenever it ran Chrome OS. It was a horrible user experience for me. It was basically a paperweight that can just open websites, and that's about it. But when running literally any other operating system, and yes, I include Windows in that too, it's actually one of my favorite devices to use. You know, as P. Sivrai said, it's a cheap, ultra-portable laptop with excellent battery life. Typically, I use the GNOME desktop environment, but for some reason, GNOME is extremely glitchy on this laptop, and that only happens on Arch too. It worked perfectly fine on Ubuntu. Anyways, in its place, I use a combination of KDE Plasma and Windowmaker. Now, for a while, I wasn't actually using this laptop for normal stuff. I was actually using it as a server. Okay, well, it was really only a Minecraft server, at least for most of the time I did use it as a server, though later on, I also started hosting a TeamSpeak server on it. For some reason, it was really good at running a Minecraft server, and it did that job really well. It did it so well that I ran servers on that machine for over a year. A year of constantly being plugged into the wall and constantly being turned on. And can you believe this machine still has excellent battery life, better than any of my other laptops? I've ran all sorts of versions of the game on that laptop, from alpha to beta, all the way to release. On older releases, I would typically go with CraftBucket. On alpha and beta, I would just use the standard Minecraft server software. And on the latest versions, however, I would use PaperMC. Look, I don't really know what it is, but Paper is just really fucking good. Of course, now I have a much better server machine, a desktop PC, a Dell Optiplex 3010, and it hosts a couple things as well, such as my website, which you should totally check out. Link is on the screen. So, why would you want this? You could purchase this laptop right now for $174 USD, but if you were to look at the used market, you could get a better laptop that, 1, is a normal laptop, 2, has better features, and 3, the super key is in a stupid place. F the everything button. And if you're a bit of a normie who just wants to play games or something or make videos, you're not really going to know how to mod this machine without it taking way too long than it probably should. Not only is it fun to actually mod these devices if you do have those skills necessary, it can also breathe new life into an otherwise useless machine that could barely load Google. The Celerons in these machines aren't as bad as you think. Like I said earlier, they can run a simple Minecraft server 24/7 with a few people playing on it, and it'll run pretty nicely. This laptop is small, has great battery life, and does what I need it to, with little to no struggle when running Linux. Thanks for watching till the end. I worked pretty hard on this video, so dropping a sub would mean a lot to me. And hopefully I don't take a month to make another video. Alright, thank you for watching, and goodbye.